It is my honor to introduce the next provider. She has a beautiful child care early learning center right in the heart of downtown Cincinnati, Water Lilies. The provider and owner and administrator, along with a list of other items that she has to cover depending on her staffing, is Garri Davis. Welcome, Garri Davis, for me.
Thank you, Brittany. Good evening. My name is Garri Davis. I am a mother, a grandmother, and an entrepreneur, and I own Water Lily Learning Center. Thank you for coming tonight to hear how I am living my dream and walking in my purpose to help with the help and support from the Cincinnati Preschool Promise. In the beginning of my career, my dream was to become a super executive, a very important person in someone else's company. My ambition as a single mother pushed me to do my very best each day to make this dream a reality. My catapult into early childhood education came as a result of my rise and subsequent fall in corporate America. You see, in the beginning of my corporate business career, I thought that if I made myself indispensable, that this would create unlimited opportunities. So I worked very hard to obtain several degrees, an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, and eventually a master's degree. I prided myself in being a top performer as I waded my way through the bowels of corporate America, never seeming to get adequate footing to earn enough money, and definitely not enough recognition or support to move up the ranks. My corporate America dream turned into a nightmare. I eventually became just another statistic, an unemployed single parent with 2 children and a mortgage, trying to figure out whether to apply for benefits or to apply for a job. Well, I did neither. I decided to invest in myself, to be my own boss, run my own company, and open my own child care center. I promised myself that my center would provide an educational platform of high standards for our students by engaging them in activities that promote confidence and independence. I promised to create an all-inclusive environment to be supportive of families and to have what I couldn't find, a place where all employees are respected and valued. So in 2012, I opened the doors to Water Lily Learning Center. In the beginning, I struggled with low enrollment and high turnover, low pay, and low morale. But now, 6 years later, we are a 4-star, step up to quality, highly rated center. And I currently employ 25 people. Thank you. I know and I understand well from years as a corporate employee what investing in your staff can do for the stability of your company. Because of this, I have committed myself to creating a company culture that promotes solidarity. We call it Water Lily Strong. Our company culture is made stronger by the partnerships that we have formed. Partnerships like Hamilton County Community Action Agency Early Head Start, 4C for Children, We Thrive, and Crayons to Computers. Along with the numerous benefits I have added for my employees that include paid time off, professional development training, access to obtain the CDA credential, and a 401k plan. These partnerships and amenities have helped to create an awesome culture that has contributed to increased enrollment, lower staff student turnover, and increased employee morale. The most exciting partnership added just last year was the partnership with Cincinnati Preschool Promise. Prior to becoming a Preschool Promise provider, we faced similar obstacles to other preschool programs. In 2017, we struggled throughout the school year to maintain enrollment, and we graduated only 12 students. In addition to struggling with student turnover, we lacked funding, resources, and materials to compete with the larger, more well-known preschool programs. But because of our partnership with the Cincinnati Preschool Promise, we've increased our preschool enrollment by over 50%. This partnership has helped us to provide the necessary resources and materials needed to prepare our preschoolers for kindergarten. One example of this is our Hatch computers, where students are introduced to independent, self-paced learning through technology. Preschool Promise not only helped us to renew our subscription, but they made a way for us to purchase additional tablets for our students. We've also purchased furniture for our classrooms and much needed materials for our students. We have added enrichment activities like Spanish, which contribute to our language-rich environment, and it enhances our students' language development. Cincinnati Preschool Promise has also afforded us the ability to add soccer to our program, focusing on character development and skill building. And thanks to Cincinnati Preschool Promise, we were able to include these enrichment activities as a part of our curriculum and with no added expense to any of our parents or the families that we serve. And let's talk about teachers for a second. Being a teacher in an early childhood setting is a career that many people choose. It's a tough profession with low pay and high expectations. One of the lessons that I learned while working in corporate America is the importance of creating a quality work environment where employees feel supported, empowered, and appreciated. With Preschool Promise, I've been able to provide support for my staff by adding additional teachers to each of our preschool classrooms. This lowers our student-to-teacher ratio, which is beneficial to our students, but even more advantageous to our teachers. And let me tell you why. Low ratios help teachers to provide more individualization to each child's classroom experience. It assists teachers in having help with the ever-increasing demands in a high-quality environment, which includes screenings, observations, assessments, and parent-teacher conferences. This is especially beneficial to our teachers who confronted with the increase in challenging behaviors and children introduced to childhood trauma. With low student ratios, our teachers can depend on each other for support, and having an additional set of eyes, ears, and hands is always helpful. And of course, it's always nice to work with someone with common interests, like knowing the importance of what it takes to offer children a quality foundation for kindergarten readiness. With the help of Cincinnati Preschool Promise, I have big goals for Water Lily Learning Center. And being my own boss and a super executive of my own company, I plan to do some target marketing strategies next year so that we can be more competitive, adding more enrichment activities, purchasing more furnishings, books, and materials for our classrooms, and enhancing our outdoor play area. There is a Nigerian proverb that says, "It takes a village to raise a child." Cincinnati Preschool Promise is part of that village, providing support and resources to children, families, and small business owners like myself. In this journey, I'm an entrepreneur who knows what it takes to retain, motivate, and cultivate great talent. And I'm a mother who knows what it's like to need options for quality childcare for my children. I want to take all of these experiences and become a part of that village by offering a safe, caring, and holistic childcare facility. And with the help of Cincinnati Preschool Promise, I know that I'll be able to do just that. Thank you.